All right, folks, here we go. We got the Clean Racing League here tonight. That's right. Got a great one here for the Clean Racing League ARCA Series presented by Savage Sim Wraps here, and it ought to be good with Martinsville. Well, we had a thriller, man, this past Monday with these guys, met at Martinsville with the trucks. These are the ARCA cars. Qualifying. Stay tuned. Oh, Drew Bond on pole right now. I knew the Dusty Martin group would be out there. What's going on, Terry? Tearing it up right now. Should be a good one. Give you a rundown of what the qualifying order looks like right now for you. Old Jacob Grant putting it up around the top. You know, this car here tonight probably will drive a heck of a lot different than what the truck was. A lot more tighter. Let's see, we saw some outside passing with the truck this past Monday. I don't know about this one so far. We'll have to see how well this car does. Rotates in that middle in the turn. Rob Sherwood putting up the third. Well, let's see where Dusty's at right now for you. $17th. Jonathan Bellardo in fourth. Bill Grant holding the top spot, though. All right, T-Mac. T-Mac out here? Yep, he's down there. He's starting 19th right now. So he'll look to be doing pretty strong here tonight. So remember, go to cleanracingleague.com. Check them out. All our sponsors. Great one tonight. Presented by Savage Sim Wraps. Hey, if you want to look good on the track, check out Savage Sim Wraps. Okay, qualifying come to a close, and there you go. Let's look at our grid in order here tonight. So we're going to grid these guys up. Put it out front on pole. Jacob Grant's the man up front. Drew Bond going to start there in the second. You got Rob Sherwood up in third. Jonathan Elardo starting there in the fourth place. Fifth place, Steve Gerber. We got Will Bussler. I'm going to say Bussler for right now in the sixth. We got Ben Walker. He's going to start seventh. Eric Anderson there in the eighth. Ninth place, we got Kyler Mulaney. Austin Coop starting in the 10th. 11th place, Steve Rubino. Caleb Smith starting 12th. We got 13, Danny White. Colton Yeaman in the 14th. 15th, we've got Doug Jones. Joshua Altus there in the 16th. 17th, Dusty Martin. Jonathan Gaston in the 18th. 19th, Timothy T-Mac. The 19th, Chris Smith. 20th. 21st, Jamie Lee Sade. I hope I got it right. 21st. Jamie LaRock there in the 22nd. 23rd, Ross Tatum. Mike Howerton, 24th. We got 25th, Abraham Ghost. Joshua Gillian there in the 26th. 27th is Mike Duray. So good looking field here tonight. And well, let's see if we can't get a hold of the man putting it on pole tonight. He's just blowing that out here. Jacob Joy in the booth, you got a copy?
What's going on, Joe?
Pretty good, man. Well, I'll tell you what, you've had a pretty good run here as of late. Martinsville, Wild Track, saw a lot of great things this past Monday. I car during practice and I looked a little bit more tighter. How you feeling about it as opposed to what the trucks were this past Monday?
Honestly, they don't really feel too different. They're obviously just a little bit heavier, so a little bit harder under braking. And as long as you can just take care of your right front and not really get on the throttle too early coming off of the exit of the corner and pushing up towards the wall, you should be all right. But it's going to be key to get out front, stay out front, and just try to hold everybody behind me as long as I can. I got enough fuel to make it to the end from here, so fuel is not an issue. The only issue will be is probably tires if we get a nice little run here.
Hey, I tell you what, put it on pole, and congratulations on that one there, and good luck tonight.
Thanks.
There we go. Jacob Grant going to start her out front on pole. Well, let's see what we got as we're getting set to go green flag action. Woo! How's everybody feeling tonight? Ought to be a good one. I think it ought to be a good one. Out front, Drew Bond and Jacob Grant. Pace car's about to roll off. Here we go. Martinsville. That Grant Creative Studios out there. Pace car's in. Bond and Grant. We'll have to see. You know, this past Monday we saw that outside lane, a place to pass. We'll have to see how it works here tonight with these cars. Green flag racing. Right now, man, it is double file. See Sherwood still there in the third, so they're single file for the top group to go back and around about 8th, 9th, 10th place spot. Anderson, Mulaney and company side by side, racing it out a little bit. Kind of show you an idea just how much work they have to do inside these cars. Austin Coop right there in that mix. Rubino. So we got to be a little bit patient. And it does look like, man, kind of, oh, right there, that's your braking. Eric, man, got way out of shape. Way up there in the marbles. Had to drop back a little bit. That hurt. So Austin Coop defending the series champion here. Actually, Rubino right there. Austin Coop's right in front of him. Rubino running pretty good here tonight. Altus. Oh, caution now. First time here tonight. Uh-oh. So we got. There's a car right in front of Oh, yeah, Kyler Murley. Kyrie Mulaney. He gets a little help. Oh, did get a little contact. Oh, and the wall hard. Oh, and then Danny White nowhere to go. And the 65 nowhere to go. Bill closes up quick. That was a tough one. Caution. First one of the night. Still all Grant out front. Okay, let's see. Line them back up here and go back green. Pace cars in. It's set to go back here tonight. ARCA Series here. Grant out front. About the new look? All right, Joshua. Will do, man. Well, Grant gets a stellar start. At least those guys been back here battling each other. 3 wide, Gerber in the middle. It don't work too well here at Martinsville. Yeah, and that outside machine there, I think the number 1, he's the one to pay the price for it there. Will Bushler, and oh boy, he might pay even more as he's around. Caution. Wow. Got up there in the marble stuff. Came back down. Then they're there 3 wide again. 53 might have. I don't know. He probably could have let out right here. Yeah, him and the 21 just nothing they could do. There's ricocheting off each other and boom. Joshua Gillian said, let me look at the new ride here. What's he got? Good wrench, all right. Oh, colorful out there. I hear you. Good wrench machine. And with the new look there. I hear you, Gillian. Oh, Rob Sherwood up to second. All right, let's see what we got. As Grant's out front. Sherwood moved up into second. Elardo right there, man, in third. Bond back in the fourth. Walker up in the fifth. Gerber 6. Rubino hanging in 7th. Coop down to 8. Altus up to 9th. And Caleb Smith rounds the top 10. Under caution. Set to go back green here. Martinsville. One of these little tracks, man, where you just get out here and you start just tugging at each other. You don't know what to do. All right, we'll line them up 2 by 2. Here we go. Pace cars in. Back Grant. Boy, Grant gets a huge jump on this field each time. Leaves them back here right about the 4th place spot. You got Walker, Bond there. And they all get single file. Vito and company, and man, you can just see how an accordion style effect happens here. Ooh, caution. Howerton? Yeah, that thing's all tore up. Oh, him and the 35 got together, Dusty Martin. If I can see one more time, see what happened here. Closer look. We'll check up maybe in the front there then. Howerton's there and Martin just didn't see him, and maybe a product of that situational awareness. I mean, Howerton, he was there on that outside. Let's watch it one more time. Howerton was on his outside. That was a product there where Dusty just probably should have just known he was there. Okay. Go back green. I mean, it's like they talk about in the truck series, situational awareness sometimes. And you know, I know everything happens really quick. It is short track. Anything happens real quick here. Line him back up. He's off on the pace car. Set to go back green. Back green, Jacob Grant out front. Gonna leave that battle back there, man, to Alardo, who has the inside groove, and that's what I'm talking about right there. These cars looking like they're getting awful tight. Oh, the 54 Caleb Smith had to make an evasive move. The 95 kind of pulls back a little bit. You know, it's being a short track. Urgency. You have to get what you can get, because at this place, so tough to pass. Tatum right now, running around about the 8th place spot. Problem is he's stuck on that outside. I don't know if that's a good place to be. Oh, caution. Mike Howerton again? No? If Howerton is in the pits, the night might be done. Oh, right there, 27. T-Mac. Like he got a little piece. Might got a little piece of him. Into 15. Oh, no. 72 got him just a little bit. Right in the back. Yeah, I don't know right now what guys could probably do here. Just tough short track racing. All right, let's line these things up here. Good one tonight. Side by side, pace cars in. Boy, look at Jacob Grant. It's that huge jump out front. Ben Walker was man right there in second. Austin Coops moved it up to third. Slowly but surely coming up through the field. Moved up quite a bit. Having a heck of a run here tonight. Now he's having a battle there. Rob Sherwood along with him. Alardo there too with Caleb Smith. Caleb having a good run here tonight too. Solid. Ross Tatum's there. Altus, Gerber's top 10. Everybody side by side for that point on back. This is what I was talking about before. It looks like with these cars, the inside lane, it's more of your typical Martinsville. The inside lane prevails. Sherwood's able to get past that group. Still tucked up there, man. 2x2. Tatum, Caleb. Looks like Gerber in the mix there. Now they're getting a little spread out. But yeah, it's just, this looks like your more typical Martinsville. That inside, you know, single file start race. Just can't, you know, not sure if the outside lane is going to be where it's at. Not yet anyways. I mean, hey, it still could work. You can see Altus now firing back on the inside and Caleb pulling back. And Caleb right there too in that 54. Altus right up underneath him. Trying to drive it down the inside. It's getting off the turn. It's really tricky here. Gerber right behind him. And these cars just ripping it around this track. Beautiful. You got Smith off the side by side. Who's going to win it? Smith's going to take it. Looks like Altus' car got a little jumpy. It's Austin Coop up to second here. Drew Bond there in third. It's all Jacob Grant out front with this one. All in the mail. Go back, Eric Anderson back here, and you kind of see this freight train here. It's your typical, get a little bit of a green flag run, single file. Then you start trying to pass guys one by one. Anderson's there in the 14th. Bustler there in the 15th. Remember what Grant said? He said that they're fine on fuel. And by what I'm seeing also, they're fine on tires too. I mean, they can go 114 laps total. Right now, Jacob Grant out front. Austin Coop trying to see if he can't run him down. Good old Drew Bond right there, holding strong in the third. Ben Walker, good run for him there in the fourth, man. Jonathan Alardo hanging on the fifth. Ross Tatum there in the sixth. And good Rob Sherwood. Good one, too. And then you got Caleb Smith holding on to 8th. Altus there in the 9th. And Steve Gerber hanging on to 10th. I'm getting close about halfway into this one. Green flag runs, boy, go by quick. So do you pit or don't you? That's really going to be the question here. I mean, I don't think you're going to see a pit stop unless maybe late. I don't know. I think pitting right now. I don't know. I don't see it. Not the way everything's going. Yeah, obviously green flag stops you're not going to see. You'll get too many laps down. We get a yellow later, maybe lap 60. And I mean, if you're back here, 18th, 19th or so, yeah, come on in. If you're in the top 10, top 20, maybe, I'd say top 15 or so. I don't know. That 15th spot might be the mark. Got a car, man, it's out. So I would say top 10, no. Definitely, we're not pitting if a caution comes out late. Yeah, you just can't give up track position. I don't think tires here tonight with these cars are good enough. It's a battle right here now. Bond going to look on the inside of Grant as Austin Cooper's taking the lead over from Jacob Grant. Grant might have burned some of the tires up late in. And Coop has just found a way to get to that front. Grant, though, he's still having a good solid run here. You know, what he was talking about, tires. I mean, you're still going to have to manage these tires because even with these cautions we've had, you can just see that the rotor's glowing. Brakes are the biggest issue here, too. But even with the tire and the cautions we've had, you still got to manage these tires because even going 100 laps total, and then going, even if it's 114 you can go total pit, you're going to be right there at the edge of those tires. So I'm going to say whoever can save some tires right now. And right now, it's all Austin Coop. I mean, his last lap, 19.9. And Jacob had a 19.8, 19.7 for Bond. But Coop's just so smooth. Walker holds strong here, too. This is the point of the race where you're going to start seeing guys that are better on this long run, and they'll start passing and they'll be like zoom zoom. Dominic out there says do better, Tim. Oh, well, he's trying. It's the first time I've seen him trying to get a pass on the outside here tonight. Maybe later on. I mean, like I said, with these tires the way they are, it might come into play. Early on, though, it was more of an inside type track. Oh, the 97. What in the world are you doing there, Walker? Whoa. Yeah, he just drove up into the wall with Caleb Smith. I mean, you saw it right there. The spotter should have said, man, that you're not clear. Wow. Look, that wasn't a caution. The problem is, though, that's a lot of damage on the side of Smith and his car. I don't know if it messed up the steering or toe or anything. Time will tell. Caleb still looks like he's able to turn that car, but boy, he hit the wall hard. And you can see old Walker, though, he's slapping it. Yeah, it's starting to get to where these tires are wearing down. Guys don't like you too much. Looks like it's getting a little tight to turn. Definitely tight coming off. Yeah, see right there? Oh, he's turning in wide. He's fighting it. Gerber right behind him. And Ghost Man back here. Hey, old Abraham Ghost. Come, the Ghost Man. Does a lot of great sponsorships here with the Ghost Athletics. Great to see it. Let's see what the boss man's up to. Not the night he wants, but hey, did an outstanding job with the league here at the Clean Racing League. Tonight, go check them out at cleanracingleague.com. And tonight, it's all about Clean Racing League ARCA Series. That's right. Presented by Savage Sim Wraps. There you go. Well, we are getting down to some closing laps here. And Austin Coop right now trying to extend that lead here on Jacob Grant. And he has to 1.2 seconds, 1.1. I think Grant just jumped too far out there and used up the tires. And I've talked about this a lot. When you get out front, you feel good. It's easy to overdrive the car. It takes a very special kind of driver. Not saying none of these guys aren't. But to get out front and know how much to push that car and how much not to push that car. Because it's easy, like, you know, here where Drew Bond is, he can just ride behind Grant and kind of, you know, say, okay, I'm not really running too hard, not really running too fast either. I mean, they're running fast. But not running at a full potential yet. You're out front, you kind of sometimes tend to maybe overdrive it. So you really gotta have a little bit more patience when you're out front there, as Coop does. Grant trying to go around the lap machine there. Dusty Martin. Dusty goes up on the high side. He'll let him go on by. Ooh, and Bond caught him on the... I don't get that right there. I get these guys are wanting to go wide coming out of the turn right there up against the wall, but you've got a car in front of the side of you, and your spotter's telling you that. You know, it's not the lap car's job to just, well, let me just stop while we're coming out of the turn. You know, you still got to clear that guy all the way through the turn. And we've seen that a couple times right there, and almost saw Drew Bond get in trouble with it. Alardo been having a good run here tonight there in the 95 machine. See how Ross Tatum too, trying to pull up. He got oatmeal. See how Ross came off there? He didn't just go sliding up into him. He recognized there's a car there. Yes, he would have loved to have came off that turn and had all the room in the world, but sometimes you can't. And of course, it's going to cost you some time as a driver, and I know that's what you don't want, but gotta make that pass safe unless you want to wreck. We got going on up here. We got Grant. Grant would love to maybe have Coop make a mistake. Woo! Grant had to make an evasive move there. Cost him a little time. Yeah, Grant's tires are going away. He's used them up right there. You can see already getting sideways. And that's brought Alardo, man, and Tatum. So we went from a 2-car battle to a 4-car battle now. Just had a little bit of slip. So it's going to get interesting from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And you know, laps winding down here. And this is what old Austin Coop wants to see. He wants to see those guys back there start battling. He's like, you guys get back there and start battling. Let's give you a little race recap here, though. Summary right here tonight, though. Leader Austin Coop. Completed 74 of 100. 1 lead change, 4 cautions, 16 laps. So there you go, folks. Not a bad one. At Martinsville right there in a half-mile track. A very, very small track. You can still see right here, Alardo, man, got Tatum. Found his back door. It was all Austin Coop out front. Grant here in second. Been a good one. Solid tonight. Had a couple early on cautions here, but they've been on a long, stellar green flag run. Grant put it on pole. Sim Raps Designs here tonight. We got Austin Coop right here with Grant. Alardo, Bond, Tatum. Rob Sherwood's back here all alone. He's going, man, I hope I can catch up to these guys. Joshua Altus is usually pretty good on a long green flag run. Kind of stuck right now. Old Caleb Smith right there hanging strong in the 8th. Steve Gerber having a stellar run there in 9th. And old Ben Walker up in the 10th. Busher right there in 11th. With Mike hanging on here strong, man, in the 12th place spot. Jonathan Gaston looking good in 13th. Eric Anderson there in the 14th. Rubino, man, holding strong, good tonight. A little beat up, that's okay. He's in the 15th. Joshua McGillian there in 16th. Well, T-Mac, to the T-Mac fans out there, he's running still in the 17th and goes right behind him. Dusty Martin fans I know out there, he's running 19th. Doug Jones 20th. And Smith, Chris, he said, you know what? I'm going to just pull it in the pits and just hang out here. But Austin Coops, the man, he's extended his lead to about 2 seconds. Wow. Here's where it's about to get hot and heavy. We're getting close, about 15 to go. Well, it is going to be 15 this time by. What a night of racing. What a week of racing, too, folks. Clean Racing League. Gotta love it. Grant, man, out here. Coop tearing up the field. Oh, Drew Bond, though, he's come a long way out of nowhere. I know he'd love to get that second place spot at least. Alardo would like to get up here and get a top 3. He goes a little bit high there in that turn. He's able to get it back down and rotate, though. Got Rob Sherwood. Actually, excuse me, not Rob Sherwood. He's got Ross Tatum and Rob Sherwood right there. Sherwood's a little bit further back. Gonna be down to 10 laps to go here soon, folks. Martinsville style. I like Martinsville. It's a good track. One of the oldest short tracks. Been around for a long time. The battle's going to be right here. I'm interested to see, because Drew Bond got enough to get around, Grant, and then does it open the door up there for Elardo? And he is right there. And even Tatum. Elardo's just not quite close enough yet. I mean, Bond, if he was going to do a move, now would probably be the time that he'd want to try to do the move, because he's right there close and he's got a little bit of gap between him and Elardo. Problem is he's just not able to get up under the back door of Grant. And you're getting to the point of where you could push a little bit, but the tires are only going to take so much. I mean, you might have, this might be what you got, and that's it. Might be to a point here where you got to do that. Well, I call it the bump and run. I love it. Or, gotta make a mistake in front of you. 9 to go. The 8 when they pass the line this time by. It's all Coop out front, 2-second lead. Strong run by him tonight. You see right there, Bond trying to close in to see what he can do. Maybe pressure Grant into overdriving the turn just a little bit and then moving up the track. And he's able to make a scoop right back down on the inside of him. The same thing for Tatum right there along with Elardo. He'd love for Elardo maybe to make him a little mistake, bobble going into the turn. And you can see right here with Tatum. Drives in a little bit, dead even. I mean, all these guys right now are looking just smooth through the turns. You see right there, Tatum planning on the back door, trying to put his autograph back on that bumper. Smooth through the turns. I'll give him credit. You see it just sliding a little bit. Tires are just starting to give away. So what has Bond got for him? He's there. That's the closest I've seen him, man, to Grant. And this is what he might need. He might be a little bit better than Grant. Off the turn. Here we go. 5 to go. And this is what Grant didn't want to see. Bond set him up pretty. Yeah, Grant slid off the turn, and it just gave away tires. I think the tires on Grant has just gave away, and Bond has just sit back there the entire race and rode. 5 to go here, folks. Now, can Alardo, man, make it around Grant, or is Grant going to fall out of the top 3? He talked tires. Well, you're at the point now that your tires are getting cooked. And he talked tires. But can Alardo make the move? 3 to go. He needs to get there to that back bumper of Grant, or can Grant just hang on? I think Alardo, man, might be in the same position as Grant. The tires are just giving away. Hey, hang on to it there, Grant. Well, Jacob is really running with 2 to go. He wants that second place back. Is he going to get it? Or he's hanging on the third. He really wants to hang on the third, but you don't want to make a mistake, though. And the dog's getting excited for the end of this one, too. But Austin Coop with the final lap here. We're going to watch this battle back here, though, man, because Coop right now, he's going down the back there. His final 2 turns. Coop's got this one in the bag. But let's watch back here. Alardo for the final time, final turn. He's not going to be able to get it. Grant's going to hang on to third. But Austin Coop is our man tonight. Woo! What a finish. What a finish. What a finish. Let's bring up Grant. Jacob joined the booth. Got a copy?
What's going on, Joe?
Well, man, I tell you what, had the lead out there a little bit. I've talked about this, I don't know, multiple times about being out the lead, getting the big leads out there. I just got to ask, did the tires just start going away there at the end?
Honestly, no. I found a groove and found a race pace around the 19.7s, 19.8s, and I knew that's where the main fall off was going to be. So I just started running that lap time, and I let Austin catch me because I knew he was wearing out his tires, and gave him a little bit of a battle just because he was on the inside of me, and let him burn up that right front and those rears a little bit more, getting on it a little bit harder to get around me. And so I let him go and started to run him back down, and knew whenever we were going to catch traffic, I was going to be able to get back around him. But I made a mistake and hit the curb coming off of 4 and got really loose and lost a lot of time. And then unfortunately, Chris got into the wall right in front of me, and I ran into the back of him. So I got a little damage from that and messed up my steering a little bit. So I ended up falling another position to Drew. But those 2 guys ran a hell of a race, and kudos to them for some good, clean, short track racing. Yeah,
I talked about it too. I knew it was probably going to be a mistake that one of y'all had to make up there before a pass was going to be made. Y'all look pretty even out there in the top, but man, what a run you got, man! You come home tonight in third. I mean, was you feeling a little pressure though, man? Back there, man, Alardo, man, he was coming.
Only reason was just because I had damage. Like if I wouldn't have had damage, I think I could have got back up to Austin Coop, but. It is what it is. It's racing, it's short track racing. I mean, you can't be perfect on a short track, and you can't be perfect being a human. So, I don't think I really felt too much pressure with him behind me. The only pressure I felt was him running me over. Possibly that was about it.
You know me, I love that the true bump and run that is, and I don't want nobody sending out in left field. But hey, still came home in third tonight, man. You got anybody you want to thank for a good run?
Yeah, first I'd like to thank Caitlin for supporting me and allowing me to race on Mondays and Wednesdays. Chris for putting on an amazing league. Caleb for taking over the ARCA Series here and helping Chris run it whenever I step down, and all the people who support the CRL and help Chris out any way they can, any shape, form, or fashion. Thanks to all you guys. Thanks to you, Joe, for putting on an amazing broadcast. All the fans who join in and tune in and watch throughout the race, who comment and have their own specific and favorite drivers. It means a lot to the CRL family to have you guys out here and supporting and rooting on not only one driver, but the entire field. So thank you.
Well, there you go. Jacob Grant pulling her off tonight in third, man. What a good one. This guy, man, he just came through the field and, you know, like we've seen many times before, boom, just been able to take this thing here tonight. Austin, join the Booty Cut Copy.
Hey there, Joe.
Well, man, I tell you what, you know, just out of nowhere, I mean, you started in 10th place tonight. You got up front, finally led quite a few laps, but I mean, what kind of was the secret there? I mean, I know that maybe some of the cautions helped out, but what kind of was the secret of coming through that field? Because, you know, Grant mentioned he thought you might have burnt your tires up coming through the field. I said you might have been just saving a little bit more than other guys, and long run helped.
Yeah, I really got to figure out qualifying, man. I mean, sometimes I don't qualify in the truck series, but I almost always qualify in the ARCA series just because it's my best bet to win the race, obviously. So no, you said it on the broadcast a few times, so you're right. You say it a lot, and I just keep thinking to myself, I've got to work on it. But I think that the specialty, we kind of, you know, maybe I'm showing my hand a little bit here, but I mean, I just really was very consistent the whole race. I just was pushing just a little bit, and I felt like pushing was actually alleviating the right front a lot. I felt like if you were backing off at all, you were actually putting a lot of weight on the right front. And so I mean, I was very aggressive with my brake bias. It's the only thing that we can adjust. And I was very aggressive. I was dialing that up and down all race, actually. Just trying to make sure I was doing, because sometimes I was about to spin out just from braking. Just the rears would start to chatter, so then I would move it back up to the front would get hot, and I'd move it back. So there was kind of a rhyme to the reason. But I tell you what, once Drew got by Jacob, I was looking at his lap time, so I was like, oh boy, like if they don't race, Drew could catch me. I was really paying attention to him, but it ended up that they were racing pretty hard, and I'll have to go back. It looked like a fun race back there.
Yeah, it definitely does. I mean, those four guys back there, I mean, you had a clean racetrack up there in front of you. Now, you know, the difference I saw tonight, it looked more of a traditional Martinsville style race. The bottom was a place to pass, single file, you know, once you got just kind of spread out, as opposed to this past Monday where the trucks, you could pass on that outside. How was you feeling in this car? Because it looked more like traditional kind of tightness, you know, and just it had to stay on the low side.
Yeah, and you can attribute that to the shifting. We could not shift in the trucks, otherwise you'd do it exactly what I did on Monday, which is spin yourself out. So I was practicing this car. I didn't run a single practice lap in the trucks, and then I tried it in the race and it spun me out. But in this car, if you downshift like in the middle of the corner between 3 and 4 and between 1 and 2, one, the car starts to rotate and unloads the right rear, so then you can really drive off of it really well. So you know, that's kind of what I was doing. So like I said, maybe I'm showing my hand, but you know, I like to have fun. I practiced a little bit this week and just kind of figured that out and was like, you know, whatever this gets me today. But I mean, the track got awfully cool as well, which really, you know, if I did burn myself up a little bit more than Jacob did, you know, that helped.
Right. Gotcha. Hey, what got you to win tonight? Got you out front? Got anybody you want to thank?
Oh, I got to thank my wife. You know, she is my huge supporter. I don't know. I posted this a long time ago in the Discord, this Clean Racing League Discord, that, you know, I've been out of a job for a month and a half after getting laid off. And, you know, today I was thinking about that. I was kind of down actually a little bit this morning, and, you know, she picked me back up, and a win helps you out a lot too. So,
oh yeah.
I'm still looking for a job. So anyone who's looking to hire, I'm looking for, I'm a hard worker, as you can tell. But
she probably take the trash out too, man, while you're at it.
Hey, yes, she does. Yes, she does. So I got to thank my wife. I've got to thank the league, man. This is a great league, and Chris handled the start of this race expertly. You know, it was a little rough with the free cautions. You know, me and my teammate were included on one of those, and it's got to thank the league, and then of course I got to thank God, man. Like, you know, he's put me on Earth for a reason, and I just, if anyone has any questions about what that means, you just come talk to me.
There you go, man. Well, I'll tell you what, again there, Austin Coop, congratulations on that win tonight.
Thank you, buddy.
There you go, Austin Coop, man. Folks, I tell you, that is cool to see, man, and awesome to see out there for this guy. But let's look at the results here tonight, as Austin Coop does put it in victory lane with an outstanding stellar run. I mean, what do you say? I mean, came through the field, got it up there. Drew Bond did get around. Old Grant got second. Grant got the third. Alardo ends up into the fourth place. Ross Tatum fifth. Rob Sherwood sixth. Altus up in the seventh. Gerber there in eighth. Caleb Smith, good run there in ninth. Will Busher finished out the top 10. Look through the field here. We got Mike Dury. He's there in 11th. Ben Walker there in 12th. Jonathan Gaston hanging the 13th. Eric Anderson in 14th. Steve Rubino up in the 15th. Joshua Gillian down to 16th. T-Mac up in the 17th. Avery Ghost 18th. Dusty Martin 19th. Doug Jones, he's there in the 20th. 21st, Chris Smith. Jamie LaRock 22nd. Mike Howerton 23rd. Danny White 24th. Colton Yeeman 25th. Kyrie Mulaney 26th. And Jamel Said, I hope I said it right there, in the 27th spot. Folks, what a run, what a night it was here, man, for the Clean Racing League, presented by Savage Sim Wraps here. ARCA Series. Folks, everyone, have a good night.